Cyrus the Great, founder of the Achaemenid Empire, revolutionized governance by blending conquest with diplomacy. His 550 BCE victory over Media marked the empire's birth, and his tolerance policy, exemplified by freeing Babylonian Jews, secured loyalty. Cyrus's Pasargadae Palace symbolized his vision, a unified, multicultural realm. His strategic marriages and decentralized rule set a precedent for future empires, proving that control thrives on flexibility, not force alone. Darius' 1,500-mile royal road connected Susa to Sardis, enabling couriers to traverse the empire in just 7 days. This artery facilitated troop movements, trade, and intelligence, with way stations every 14 miles. The road's efficiency mirrored Rome's later networks, showcasing Persia's administrative genius. By prioritizing infrastructure, the empire could quash rebellions swiftly and maintain cohesion across diverse lands, a lesson in logistical supremacy. Persia's 23 satrapies balanced local autonomy with imperial oversight. Each satrap collected taxes and maintained order, but faced audits by the king's eyes. This system, inspired by Assyrian models, prevented power concentration. Military command was separate. Rebellions like Oroetes in 520 BCE proved rare, as the structure incentivized loyalty. The satrapy model later influenced Rome's provincial system, demonstrating its enduring effectiveness. Persia's wealth flowed from a meticulous tribute system. Babylon paid 1,000 silver talents annually, while Egypt contributed grain. Satraps converted goods into standardized darics, gold coins, funding armies and monuments like Persepolis. This system, documented in the Histon inscription, ensured stability until Xerxes' Greek campaigns drained reserves. The empire's economic machine became a blueprint for taxation in subsequent civilizations. Herodotus immortalized Persia's 10,000 Immortals, so named because fallen members were instantly replaced. These elite troops, clad in scale armor and wielding spears, served as the emperor's guard and shock troops. Their training surpassed conscripts, enabling victories at Thermopylae, 480 BCE. The unit reflected Persia's military philosophy, quality over quantity, a stark contrast to later Roman legion tactics. Key cities like Babylon and Sardis were secured with citadels housing Persian garrisons. These fortresses, often built on elevated terrain, deterred rebellions and housed armories. The 517 BCE suppression of the Ionian Revolt proved their worth. Garrison troops reinforced by the royal road's speed. Persia's defensive network, though costly, maintained control until Alexander's innovative siege tactics breached them. Cyrus's 539 BCE decree allowing Jews to rebuild Jerusalem's temple set a precedent. Persia tolerated local cults, from Babylonian Marduk to Egyptian Amun, requiring only loyalty. This policy minimized unrest, contrasting sharply with Assyria's forced conversions. The Cyrus Cylinder, hailed as an early human rights charter, cemented Persia's reputation as a benevolent hegemon, though critics argue it was pragmatic, not altruistic. Inspectors known as the King's Eyes conducted surprise audits of satrapies, punishing corruption with mutilation or death. Herodotus recounts how Otanes uncovered Sardis's corrupt satrap in 520 BCE. Couriers and spies used the royal road to relay messages encrypted in Aramaic. This system, echoing Assyrian practices, kept the vast empire intact until Alexander exploited its rigidity at Gaugamela, 331 BCE. Darius I wed Cyrus's daughters to legitimize his rule, while satraps married local nobility, a tactic later adopted by the Habsburgs. These unions, like the 522 BCE marriage to a Median princess, consolidated power without warfare. However, familial strife sometimes backfired, as with Cyrus's son Bardia's assassination. Persia's marital diplomacy showed that control could be wielded through bloodlines as effectively as swords. When Babylon revolted in 482 BCE, Xerxes razed its temples and melted Marduk's golden statue, a warning to other provinces. Rebellions were crushed with calculated brutality, leaders were impaled, and populations deported. Yet this iron-fisted approach bred resentment, weakening the empire before Alexander's arrival. Persia's paradox: tolerance ensured stability, but its occasional ruthlessness sowed seeds of decline.